Hi, I'm Andrea at Fensall. Today I'm going to be answering the question, what material makes the best railing? Now, this comes down to two things. It almost looked like four. Came down to two things. Number one, personal preference. And number two, the size of your deck. So I'm going to go through each thing product by product and show the pros and cons of different material types for railings. So first up is wood. Wood is perfect for people who really like the natural look of wood. It works perfectly if you have a wood deck below. So it would be a wood railing matching perfectly with a wooden deck below it. Beautiful. The downside to wood is it is a natural product and there is some maintenance required. So staining year after year, as well the same way you're caring for your deck, or painting if you're painting your deck or your railing. So there's some maintenance, but a lot of people really like the natural look of cedar or pressure treated wood, and so it's a great choice. Next up we have vinyl. Vinyl is perfect for especially if you have a cellular PVC deck. Again, it would be matching, so a PVC deck with a PVC railing. Beautiful. It's a very modern design, very modern looking, which is the same thing as a modern design. And there is no maintenance required for a PVC railing. You don't have to stain it. You don't have to paint it, to clean it the same way that you clean your deck, but there's no maintenance required. Now, the downside is PVC railings are only available in certain colors. So take a look at the color options that we have to see if it matches the same color that your deck is. And if it doesn't, then it's fine. You just have to pick a different color and have the two different colors happening, which isn't a bad thing. It actually looks very beautiful, but keep that in mind. And the last thing about PVC railings to really keep in your mind is that it's a large railing. The posts are 5 inches by 5 inches. So it takes up, so that's just the post plus the actual railing. It's quite large. So it takes up quite a bit of space on your deck. If you have a really small deck, you probably might want to consider a different type of railing because PVC does take up a large space of that. So just keep that in mind. It's a large profile. Next up, we have aluminum, which is beautiful, comes in a variety of colors. More colors are offered for aluminum than in PVC, so think about that. It's also quite a smaller profile than PVC. The post sizes for aluminum can be as little as 2 inches by 2 inches versus the PVC 5 inches by 5 inches, so it's a big difference. If you have a small deck, a smaller railing like aluminum is a great idea because it's just less bulky, takes up less space, and has a very modern design. There's also no maintenance required for aluminum. So that's a huge selling feature. Next up, we have iron railings. Iron is beautiful. We, Fensall, are a manufacturer, so we make our railings here, which is a huge bonus because we can make anyone a custom railing. So it could be a custom curved railing to fit if the railing is going on a deck or if the railing is going around your house. We can custom make that curve to fit perfectly. We also have a powder coating facility here, so the railing could be painted to any color. So we could paint it to match your deck or paint it to match your house or wherever this railing is being installed. But the downside of iron is that it does rust. So think about where you're going to be installing or having installed this railing. If it's being installed on your front porch or somewhere that you put down a lot of salt in the winter, then it could rust sooner rather than later. Inevitably, if there's salt, it will speed up the rusting process. So keep that in mind. It does require maintenance, touch-up paint over the years, and it will eventually rust. But there's a lot of pros for iron, so think about all the pros and cons. Lastly, we have glass. Glass railings are stunning, no question. They are beautiful. They do require some maintenance because you will have to clean the glass, so get your Windex. But glass railings are stunning, especially if you're having this installed on your deck, and your deck you're sitting on, looking at the pool, looking out at the view. You don't want anything obstructing that, then a glass railing is great, but it is very expensive, and it does require some maintenance, which is cleaning. So those are the pros. There's pros and cons of any type of material for any type of railing. So it's more so your personal preference. Are you going to be looking out the railing? Where is this railing being installed? Think about all those things and visit our website. We've got tons of pictures for different railings that we offer. Tons. I hope this helps. Thanks for watching.